con vịt xòe ra hai con thằn lằn con đua nhau cắn nhau đứt con chim non trên cành cây. Hót điêu non em yêu cô giáo em, cô yêu bố là tất cả. Bố ơi bố là một con vịt xòe ra hai thật là con. Củ khoai lang củ khoai tây, đêm chẳng sáng anh em mình đi chơi.
It's time for a commercial break.
Snip, dude.
Một con vịt xòe ra hai con thằn lằn con đua nhau cắn nhau đứt con chim non trên cành cây. Hót điêu non em yêu cô giáo em, cô yêu bố là tất cả. Bố ơi bố là một con vịt xòe ra hai thật là con. Củ khoai lang củ khoai tây, đêm chẳng sáng anh em mình đi chơi.
Welcome to episode 11 of Project Delta. This episode will be available till March 2nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is. Wow, it has been a couple days. So I decided to take a couple days off Project Delta because, you know, the last episode was episode 10. And if I'm being honest, I had a bit of a different plan for this episode, but I kind of want to talk about something else. And you know what? I'm going to talk about something else. I mean, this one's only going to be up for a day anyways. But there is a rocket launch today. Like within 8 hours of this going up, because this is going up at 10 a.m. So, yeah, within 8 hours of this going up, there should be a rocket going up. And that rocket is special because it is flying people to the moon. This is the first time a rocket has flown people to the moon in over 50 years. 54 years, to be precise, was the last time anybody flew to the moon. They're not landing on the moon. They're just doing a little flyby, roundabout, loop-de-loop circle, all that fun stuff. But it is still really cool because, people going to the moon is cool. And I'm pretty excited for it, and I'm actually going to be live streaming it tonight. I'm going to be driving down to Cape Canaveral, Florida, and I'm going to attempt the first live stream on this channel, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and live stream the rocket launch. I'll be about, I think, 7 miles away is my usual viewing area, and with this camera, you should be able to see a fair bit relatively well. So I'm looking forward to it. I think you should definitely tune in. The launch it's very bright. It is such a cool rocket. This is the second launch of the SLS rocket. And I could talk about the rocket alone for hours, but I have watched it launch before, and it is such a cool rocket to watch go up. But this is the first time people have been on it, and this is actually I believe sixth CAPS 7th. Wait, we have Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, and the shuttle, and then SpaceX, Blue Origin, or not Blue, Boeing. So this is 6. Yeah, this is the 6th space capsule from the US, and to carry people. So this is, sixth space anything to carry people to orbit, and I'm super excited for it. I've been waiting for this launch for literal years. I used to study aerospace engineering, and I used to cover space stuff. So this launch definitely means a lot to me, and the fact that I'm gonna get to cover it on my own channel, in front of, I don't know how many people will tune into the live stream, maybe a dozen, even that many, I feel is a lot. And I'm excited to share it with y'all. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. This is going to hopefully pave the way for people to return to the moon. It is just a flyby, but the next one, Artemis 3, not sure exactly when that one's going up, but this will pave the way for that. And that one is going to be the first human landing on the moon in 50 years. And that's in over 50. Actually, by that time, it'll probably be 55 to hopefully not 60. If we've managed to make it to 60 years by the time we get there again, that's unfortunate. But it should be relatively soon after this launch, hopefully. And I am super looking forward to it. And one of the reasons why this one's only going to be up for a day, this episode, is because I am hoping that by tomorrow I will be able to review the launch. And that's what tomorrow's episode will be. And I am very much looking forward to that. But yeah, if you are if you're interested in space at all, you should definitely tune in to watch this. And even if you're not, it's nice to have some good news every now and then. And with the current news cycle that we're in and the current climate of everything, having some good news to just brighten your day and just look at it and be wow, people are going to space. To be able to walk outside at night and look up at the moon and think there are people that are there right now. Maybe not on the moon, but around the moon. Just thinking that is it's just a little bit of it's nice, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm just really happy that we're doing space stuff, and it's cool. It's cool. Space is cool. And I know a lot of people will talk about how much it costs and everything like that. And it does cost a lot. And SLS in particular is kind of infamous for its cost overruns and its bloated budgets and everything like that. But I mean, let's be honest here. Do you really think our taxes would go towards anything better if they weren't going towards this? I really think like they'd just be going towards rockets that don't go to the moon. They'd be going towards rockets that probably go straight back to Earth. And like, you know, it's nice to have a space mission that's just cool. Like, just space is cool. I think I hope everybody can just sit down and admit, yeah, space is pretty cool. And like, I would love to live like in a world where like I can look up at the stars and think like there are people out there, or like at the moon and think there are people on that. And I think that's cool. And like, I know it's like there's a lot of money that goes into things like this, and there's not really like a big thing of like, oh yeah, cool, you get to look up at the moon and say people are there. It's like, is that really worth all the money? And like, there's an argument to be made, but there are a lot of benefits to it, and it does push science forward, and there are a lot of things that can come from having people on the moon, and or just anywhere. It's like space travel in general. But I think the most important and overlooked thing is just exploration. Like, we've explored our planet now. Like, I know like colonialism and stuff, like Columbus and all the explorers, like, might have like a fair bit of negativity towards it now, of like, you know, because they did do a lot of horrible things. Don't want to like downplay that or anything, but like, space is different for the key reason of there's no one up there, at least no one we've found. And like, if we do ever find anything, it's probably going to be like microbial life, at least in any of our lifetimes. So like, there's not really any of that we have to worry about. And just like the idea that we can go up and find things and explore and just see what's out there, I think that's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it. So tune into the live stream. It'll be tonight, hopefully. Bye.